Hey guys, Chris here, back from C&H Small Engine again for another quick video here. We got a snapper snowblower here for you guys. This is a single stage, non-self-propelled snapper snowblower. This is a vintage machine, as I would call it, because it was produced in the middle, or I say early to middle 1980s, according to the guy who actually purchased it, because he claimed he bought it back in the middle 80s. So that's why I'm going on his typical reference for the job. This machine actually has the rubber paddles on the front that you actually take off and replace on here for that, as opposed to the newer ones they have on the market currently. These ones you can take the bolts out and you can replace the paddles with relative ease. So these paddles are able to be replaced with relative ease. That's a good thing about some of these older ones out there. The newer ones out there, a lot of times the actual paddles are either riveted on or put on in some way where it's extremely difficult to get them off. So I'll give you a shot of those things right here as well too, so bear with me here real quick. You can see the actual bolts on here as well too, so let me see if you can get a better shot for you guys. Sorry about that. So you got the bolts right down. Let me see if you can get a better picture. There you go. You can see the bolts right there, so it's relatively easy to get these things off. Just unscrew the bolt, put a new piece of rubber on it, and you're good to go. Probably in about, I'd say maybe about a half an hour's time right there generally for that kind of job. But if you have rivets on there, it's going to be a lot longer the job. So we'll get another shot of the machine right here as well too. This is a snapper, as I said before. There's your logo as well too, and your chute is adjustable right here in the front. Last time I checked, it's going to have to be pushed down. Let me see him turn around here. There we go. Okay, it's a little sticky right there. These chutes, you have to push down on it here to get the chute to rotate left or right. As you see right here, I'm pushing down, and you rotate, lock in position like so. Push all the way over. It's a little stiff. There you go. So that's how those specific chutes, the earlier generation models, work right here specifically. And we'll go on to the back right here. Your back, you got your primer bulb, you got your gas tank right there as well too. Got your electric starter right there as well too, plus your pull rope and your ignition and your spark plug access hole right there as well too. So you got all your pertinent information on the top right here, plus you have your choke down here in the back as well too. There's your choke. This goes in and out with relative ease, no problem with that at all. And this machine has the identification tag right here on the right hand side. You got your markings right here, so let me get this cleaned off here for you guys. There we go, it's better now. Okay, this is a snapper power equipment, as I said before. Let me zoom in here for you guys, get a better shot. Here we go. Snapper power equipment made in Texas, United States of America, with a model number 3201, S as in Sam. The actual serial number is 644-82798 right there, specifically for this model. The electric starter on this one does not work. We tried to hook it up over here. It would not start whatsoever for us. So the actual manual start works perfectly fine. However, the electric starter is not working whatsoever for us. So it's not going to really matter either way, because the customer's going to be pulling it over anyway to start. So it's not really going to be any kind of big hindrance for the customer. But we have to let the customer know that up front, so they can't come back and tell us, "Oh, you didn't tell me that," whenever I picked the thing up. But we have to put on a receipt, and we have to put any other details or any other information about the machine the customer has to be aware of. So we can't be liable for any kind of problems down the road for that specifically. This machine needed the following work done to it. The fuel system needed to be completely cleaned out. The carb needed to be overhauled with all new parts, new carb bowl, new float pin, new carb float in there as well. So I think it's mentioned that new carb float and new bowl as well too on there. The other things is the original fuel line was getting severely degraded. Here's the actual fuel line right here. It looked like something might have been chewing on this damn thing here. I really don't know what was going on, but you can see right here the actual fuel line was getting quite chewed up on here. I don't know what the hell was going on exactly too, but it was getting chewed up pretty badly, as you see right there. The other thing was, we find whoever's working on this machine before us, they stuck a Motorcraft spark plug. You won't believe this, guys. They stuck a Motorcraft spark plug from a overhead valve car into the engine on here, and you can see it right here. This is a extended length designed specifically for overhead valve engines. This is not a overhead valve engine by any stretch of the imagination. You can see here the actual gap was pushed down on here. You can see it right there. You can zoom. Let me zoom in and see the actual gap is closed and it's bridged on her, so the engine is not going to start up either way. Plus, the other thing was the threads. Whoever installed this plug only threaded down to maybe about a halfway, right about there. It was not even threaded down all the way into the actual combustion chamber spark plug threads on the actual head right there specifically. So I'll make a future video here for this thing starting up here, so you can see it actually running and you can see it functional. The machine as is right now, it's like running great for us over here, because I did run it yesterday for about 10 minutes. Full tank of gas, new fuel line, new primer line, new intake manifold gasket, and it's running great for us with probably about one pull starting up every single time, even though it's cold outside. If you do run these things when it's cold outside, I strongly recommend putting it in a real hot spark plug like an NGK BP MR4A spark plug, because they will tend to keep the engine running hot whenever it's cold outside, because you want the machine to running at maximum efficiency to keep the actual spark plug clean. And you also should be using Opti 2 mix in this machine as well too, to keep it running lean, so the carbon will not build up in the actual exhaust system and the muffler as well too, guys. So I'll see you guys and have a nice day.